each generation a Slayer is born. One girl in all the world, a chosen one born with a
strength and skill to hunt the vampires, stop the spread of their evil, blah, blah, blah.
So there is no other show like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there never will be again.
To have a show like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where the chosen one, the person who is tasked with keeping humanity safe from vampires and demons and robots in some instances, is a teenage girl, is a deeply validating experience.
It's late, I'm tired, and I don't want to play games. Show yourself.
It's equal parts camp and creative and nostalgic and truthful and honest and understanding.
It allows the viewers to tap into this need to feel seen.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer changed the way I view television now, and even the way I perceive the battle that is life with the demons that I have to slay every single day.
Not only did we have like a feminist protagonist who was doing things and just being a kid, but also she taught us the importance of finding our families, which is a narrative that a lot of us have to like figure out.
And I think that's why it was so popular, because anyone can relate to it.
Okay, he does this every time, and you guys are the best!
There's something about the Buffy fans that they're so loyal. And it spans so many generations. What do you think it is about the show that's like lasted this long and people are still getting excited about it and still falling in love with it after all these years?
It's timeless storytelling. It's a universal theme. It doesn't suck.
It just really kind of highlights how people can break for young people without diminishing the value of young people.
I think the worst episode of Buffy is better than any other TV show episode.
I don't think people understand how hard it is for a show to be as culturally relevant now as it was 30 years ago.
Is that Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Thanks, Jesus. Okay, now maybe we can talk about bringing back Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I work in television. Oh my god, I love TV. Buffy is my life.
Through the criminal justice system and home in time for Buffy.
I mean, it was iconic. Buffy was everywhere.
Shut up, turd! I'm watching Buffy.
Okay, WWBD, old Buffy did.
Are you watching Buffy?
I can do both.
Then I come and save you. Behold, I am Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And we sing some of the song. Anyway, that's it. Any questions?
Me and 1,000 other little girls around the world had this blueprint for how to be a badass, strong, independent young woman, and in a way that really resonated with us. Because Buffy wasn't this stoic, serious hero. She was hilarious and a fashion icon.
She's always doing her hair. She wants to go on dates. She's a regular girl who just so happens to be the strongest person in the room and saves the world a lot.
I always think of her quote where she says,
Yes, date and shop and hang out and go to school and save the world from unspeakable demons. You know, I want to do girly stuff.
There's some kid out there right now watching Buffy for the first time and not understanding that it's going to become their personality for the foreseeable future.
It changed my whole world. It opened me up to a community that feels the exact same way that I do.
Buffy's story in so many ways was our story. And it really is meaningful to know that so many of us found ourselves in that show and through our fandom found each other.
And that's actually what the power and legacy is all about. It showed that Buffy wasn't just some silly little teenage girl show. It actually changed the world.
As an actor, you hope to dream to be a part of something that stands the test of time, that new generations want to discover and find, and that they still find it's not only relevant to them, but it's meaningful to them. And I'm incredibly fortunate and incredibly spoiled.
It was a genre show that gave us humor, that gave us horror, that gave us drama. It gave us everything. And a lot of times, all in one episode.
I felt so seen and validated, and I felt like I could see myself in Buffy.
The show tackled being queer. It tackled domestic violence, and it tackled the patriarchy.
It was complex and nuanced and beautiful and normal. Or as normal as you can be in a world where everyone's fighting demons and witches and vampires.
Where I realized she's really sort of that maker is now, is that 20 years later, that her story still resonates and that it's still the same battle women are facing.
She's somebody who has faults and who stumbles and who needs to lean on her friends, her Scoobies, her community.
I think a lot of us grow up in families that we don't feel part of or we don't feel safe with. And so we have to go out into the world and find people who become our tribe. They become the people who see us through the things and help us figure out what we're doing. And that's what I think of when I think of the Scoobies.
When we meet Buffy and her friends, they're teenagers, but they're not part of the popular clique of their school. They are misfits, and they're misunderstood, and they're outcasts in a lot of ways.
The thing is, with these characters, they all love each other, and it is a chosen family, something that I, as a queer man, very, very much relate to. I consider my friends my chosen family. I love them the way Buffy loves her friends.
It also showed me that the way I was feeling, the things I was thinking, it wasn't wrong with me.
Me and so many other people like me were going to high school to our own versions of hell.
As a little girl, I was severely bullied, and Buffy was pretty much all I had. She became a beacon of hope for me.
Buffy taught me how to stand up for myself, how to embrace all of my differences, and use the pain that I was feeling as a superpower.
And so it really kind of brought home the fact that we could fight our inner demons and we could stand up for ourselves and that we could slay the demons and slay the monsters, whether they were external or internal.
She showed us that you could stand up to the bullies and that if all you have is yourself, that's enough.
Buffy has the power. She's given the power. She's chosen to have the power to confront the evil around her. But as she gets older, things stop becoming so black and white, and her problems get harder and harder, and it gets harder for her to balance everything.
I just love the idea that Buffy can fuck up. Buffy can make mistakes, but she's still the one. Not just the chosen one, but like the hero of the show.
Open your eyes, Moon. What do you think has been going on for the past 2 years? The fights, the weird occurrences.
How many times have you washed blood out of my clothing and you still haven't figured it out? Well, it stops now. No, it doesn't stop. It never stops. Do you think I chose to be like this? Do you have any idea how lonely it is? How dangerous? I would love to be upstairs watching TV or gossiping about boys or, God, even studying. But I have to save the world. Again.
I think that watching Buffy struggle with this is something that we can all relate to. We are there with her through her suffering, through her triumphs, through her successes. But most importantly, we feel hope and strength from a character like Buffy.
Take all that away, and what's left?
Me.
You're dead.
I may be dead, but I'm still pretty. I'm fairly certain I said no interruptions.
That was excellent.
The apocalypse comes, beat me.